Your makeup will suck if you don't have benchmark brands. I'm getting ready to go to lunch and I'm gonna use some of my favorite products. If you're new here, hi, my name is Miss Megan. I've talked about having benchmark brands for a really long time and the importance of them. I'm gonna go over it again with you today. The last video created a lot of buzz and helped a lot of you guys, so I'm gonna do it again. Also on April 19th at 8 p.m. Pacific time, I'm gonna be hosting a free makeup assembly. This is what I call my group calls on my free school platform. I'm gonna talk to you about the 3 makeup myths that will change your concealer application. You can DM me on Instagram and I will send you an invite link, or you can just join directly on my free school platform. Hit the link in the description below. Obviously we know MAC is my baby. This is Fix Plus Magic Radiance. The number one mistake that people make when it comes to their makeup routine is straight up just using too many different things from too many different brands. I have so many empties right now. We're gonna hold off on the eye until I do my eye makeup. Brands makeup is meant to work with itself. So like all the ingredients that are in every single, whatever, even if it's not MAC, every ingredient that's in your Makeup Forever products, every ingredient that's in your Glossier products, every ingredient that's in your Huda beauty products, they're all formulated to work together. So the best outcome you're gonna get is doing a full face of one brand. This is 24-hour eye base. Being brand loyal isn't a weird thing. That same pull that you guys have for like your favorite lipstick, you can have that for a full face. It's not weird. It's just not weird. Ooh, I get to crack open a new Prolocked. Hi. There's this squirrel that visits me every single day. Today he has, what is that, a peanut? No, shut up, you have a peanut? And he's missing a lot of hair, and I love him. Being brand loyal does not have to be something that's like controversial. It can just be that you love the product. That whole thing of like, let's say you wear a full face of MAC, right? There is something inside of you sometimes that goes like, oh, but like, I need to also make sure I have, you know, like a Huda Beauty product because like that's really popular right now and like it's a fear of missing out. That's not true. That's fake, because if you really weren't online and you were just doing your makeup and going about your day, nobody cares. And a lot of what you see online does come from like a fear of missing out instead of focusing on the things that like actually make you happy. I used to say this too about like Sephora sales and like Sephora hauls. How many videos are we gonna watch of the same 7 products being unboxed? Makes no sense to me. And like, how do you know if a brand like is right for you? It comes down to a multitude of things. When you put all the product together, is it a makeup that actually looks like the vibe you wanted? Because formulas and finishes, like if you did a full face of Dior versus a full face of MAC, let's say, yes, this like it could look similar, but because of the way the formulas read on the skin, they're gonna have a slightly different appearance. Or maybe you can't build, you know, Chanel makeup. I actually probably say you can't. You can't sometimes build Chanel makeup up in the same way you could build MAC makeup up. So all of these things are the reasons why you might lean towards something. The other thing that nobody really talks about is skincare from your brand loves the makeup because they're made for each other. So, you know, obviously that's not going to apply to every single brand because not every brand has skincare. MAC makeup loves MAC skincare. So Dior makeup loves Dior skincare. When I was there, so much of the skincare was infused into the makeup, like into the foundations. Coquette, till I die. And I see this happen all the time. If you're struggling, I'm gonna use Omega to buff out the edge. If you're struggling with your makeup routine, whether it's like the product's not laying correctly or like you're not blending it out correctly. When it comes to skin prep, and I see this all the time, is people assuming that like their skin is bad, so therefore the skincare is not working. But sometimes it's just that skincare is not formulated to be touching makeup. Because if you're shopping a derm brand, like a heavy skincare brand, like it working with makeup would never be part of like a test to see if it sits well with it. Their whole objective is to deal with the skin. Then there's sometimes those in-between ones that will like wear really well with your makeup, and there's like makeup focused ones that can still have really good skincare. Like Serumizers, I'll never stop. I'll never stop using Serumizer. And it's the same thing too with skincare on this note about like, do you actually know what you're using and why you're using it? Because I'll give you guys an example of hyaluronic acid. So everybody says use hyaluronic acid because it pulls moisture from the air and keep you so hydrated, especially if you're dry. If you are dry and there is no moisture and it holds 1,000 times its weight in water, there's only X amount it can pull from the environment in front of you. It's gonna try and deal with it in the skin too. So oftentimes I've met a lot of people who are just wearing hyaluronic acid and it's either sitting really weird on the surface or it's actually stripping their skin of like whatever moisture it has to try and hold on to it because they haven't hydrated before and after. And like also too, your skin knows how to repair itself. So these really complicated skincare lines or skincare routines aren't helping anybody. And so sometimes it's not your makeup or it's not even your lack of, you know, understanding of how to do your own makeup. It's the lack of understanding your product and why you're using it. The good thing too about having a benchmark brand, I have five? MAC, Mob Beauty, Melt, House Labs, 4. And then I really love Unearthly Shadows. So there's certain sectors you can have, but the overall one, that's how you notice what's missing in your routine as well. I'm just gonna use a bit of grayish lip pencil under my eye. I see it all the time in the threads on my free school platform about people saying like, I have no idea like why my makeup is doing this today. It's the difference between knowing what you're using, why you're using it, and how you're using it versus just putting makeup on. And it's not to say that you have to be obsessed about what you're doing and like love makeup. It's just, are you paying attention to what you're doing? Like you guys bought the product. You guys spend the time doing it. So there should be like a little bit of a deeper understanding. Reason being is that you will get to a point where you can identify exactly what goes wrong in your routine when you're using the same things consistently, when you're using the same brand consistently, because you learn how to use, like you learn what the product does and how it moves. One of the craziest things that I experienced that has changed over the years, you know, early MAC, my version of MAC, like I was 2012, our grandmothers were using multi-use product, right? Lipstick on the cheek. That was normal. That was normal manipulating product and feeling a texture, being like, okay, I can wear this in multiple areas. And now that is like literally shunned. It's very strange. It's not normal behavior. Like things have to have their marketing on it so that it is as simple as possible for someone to shop. And it's always going to be the main priority that's written on it, like the first thing that it does. Then if you're brand new, that's how you're going to shop. As you become better at doing makeup, you're going to be able to identify the texture in something and be like, okay, this looks really similar to how a blush would look, how a highlight would look, how a bronzer would look, whatever the case may be, like an eyeshadow. And that's where you can be like, okay, I can probably put that in this area. Like that is what learning how to do your own makeup is kind of about. And again, when you use the same brand or a few of the same brands, everything's going to marry better together. You're going to actually be able to change your skill set and improve because you're not fighting all of these different formulas that you're trying to incorporate with each other that maybe weren't ever supposed to be together. I finished a brush black last night, so I'm just going to use brush brown, which I really like between the two of them. And like, think about it too. If you're learning how to do something, changing something up consistently is not going to help you get better. It's going to confuse you more. New here, you might have never heard me say this before, but if you're a Miss Megan vet, it's called use what you have. There is a high chance, and this is where the multi-use product comes into play. Let's say this new blush comes on the market. I hate the term market. Let's say a new blush comes out and you feel like the urge to go buy it. You can probably find something in your collection to duplicate it. I don't mean dupe in like actually match it one for one, just to get the same vibe, same energy. Because I actually don't believe in dupes because every product is individual, but at the end of the day, if you're just wanting that pink blush, do you have a pink blush? Because sometimes it's like you want the vibe of the pink blush. You don't actually care what the pink blush is. And then it's going to help you guys, like it makes makeup more exciting because when you do decide to buy something, you're making a more informed beauty choice. And then it's exciting to buy that product. And you have to decide as the consumer, Are you wanting to invest in prestige or luxury or higher end brands? Or is drugstore the only thing that you can do? If drugstore is the only thing that you can do, shop one brand if it's possible. NYX could give you probably a full face of makeup. And if that's your benchmark, that's your benchmark. But if you're like, oh, I'm looking for stuff that's like high performance, long wearing, you have to look at the brands that actually like specialize in that. Like that is what MAC is known for, is high performance, industry level, but consumer available makeup. I'm gonna take a little bit of Costa Riche here. Milani's not a benchmark for me, but I do really enjoy some of the products that they come out with. And then looking at where it is, it's a drugstore brand. Do I think it's a higher performance brand compared to others? Yes, I do. So I'm just finishing this up. Let's say you do your makeup look, and something just like doesn't do it for you. Give it like a couple more tries to see like, do I need to change my technique? Do I need to change the brush? Do I need to pair it with something different? And if you try it for a couple days and you're like, this is not it, just get rid of it. But just get rid of it. Don't get rid of it with the thought of having to replace it for something better. Just get rid of it. That's how you start to downsize your collections. And this could go one of two ways as well. Even you could have a huge makeup collection, stuff you've had since 2016 that you're just like overwhelmed by, or you could be somebody that just like doesn't even know where to begin because there's so many options. Like your Radiance primer. And I'll say it again, if you find yourself loving something, you're like, this is the best thing I've ever used in my entire life, I'm never gonna switch it, then stop looking elsewhere for other answers. It's the same thing. Do you have the hottest, sexiest husband in the whole world? Yes? Okay, so why are you looking elsewhere? And I'm sure this can apply to other things too. Like there always being something better is where everybody sits. It's the same with like dating apps. It's the same with makeup. That you have something, but like there's probably something better, so I need to go search for it instead of like sticking with what you know is good. Loyalty. You also have to ask yourself, like, this is folio lipstick. You have to ask yourself what's realistic for you in terms of makeup. Like, are you just somebody who's like, I'm a busy mom and I like makeup? That was terrible. I like makeup, but I don't have a lot of time, but I need to be able to like execute my looks quickly. Or are you somebody that's like, I love makeup, I have so much stuff I want to play with. The same rule still applies to either person. And even more so, the busy mom or the, you know, I have like a really big corporate job, I don't have time, it's not my priority. You need to be able to rely on your product to perform for you. You're not thinking about it, you're not wasting time. So when you don't have benchmark brands, you don't have confidence in your routine, you don't have a routine that you can execute quickly, and you don't have a space to like learn how to use your product. And that's when makeup becomes frustrating. And that's really what I made my school platforms for, is for people who are like, I'm done with scrolling on the internet, I'm done with not understanding stuff, I'm done with my makeup looking like garbage, I'm done feeling overwhelmed about the collections that I have, or they just literally, I want to get into makeup and I don't know where to start. And these are the types of conversations that we have. Stunning. I just want my skin like more wet. I feel like as the weather's changing, my skin gets really weird right before it's like summer. I'm gonna do more Fix Plus Magic Radiance. Oh, because I need to open a brand new Fix Plus. So make sure you DM me on Instagram to get an invite to my makeup assembly on 3 makeup myths that will change your concealer application. DM me on Instagram. I'll put the link down below. I'll put the link in the description, or you can just join the free school platform right away. My baby Strobe Dewy Skin Tint. Like this product here, pry it out of my cold, dead hands. I love everything about it, from the smell to the feel to the look. And like, keep in mind too, developing your benchmark brands, developing your makeup skill does take time, but there's a difference between improving every single time you try something versus the extremes of, I tried this and then I failed miserably, and then I tried again and then I failed again, and not really knowing how to get to the like desired look that you want. So there's the like painful version of doing things like on your own aimlessly, and then there's the pain-free version, which is doing it with guidance. Because I wasn't using this for a while. Did I put it on? I didn't put it on. Because I wasn't using this for a while because it ran out, and I went to the Elizabeth Arden one, I actually really ended up missing this one. And you can pick from things, right? Like if you do want to replace something, you're looking at the tier of your benchmark brands. You're not looking at all of the random shit that launches. Just know that there will be launches forever and always, all the time, forever and always. They're never going away. There's going to always be launches. So having a benchmark brand is what's going to make sure that you are setting, it's almost like a checklist. For something that comes out that wants to claim that it's like this or does anything like it, you have to impress me. It's very hard. Fix powder in C8. And it's funny because when I first wanted to start YouTube way back in 2006, 2007, and then again in like 2016, I was like, but wait, I don't have, you know, a new outfit for every single video. I don't want to have a bunch of new products. PR really wasn't a thing. And so I was like, this doesn't make sense. My makeup's very used. Like it's not going to like fit in basically. So I was like, oh, maybe like, you know, being online is not what I should be doing. But then obviously I came to my senses and I was like, wait a second. That's crazy behavior. That's a crazy thought process to have. I juice up the skin more. My other baby, Fix Tech. Take a little bit of this. And then you should have like non-negotiables in your routine too. Like the thing that works the best for you, that you know performs, that you know is it, and you do not change it. It's incorporated into your routine every single time. And like that's the tail end of the battle. The first bit of the battle is, do you know your skin type? Do you have the right formulas? Are they doing what they need to do before you decide if that's actually like the thing for you? True Harmony. I'm like going really light on my blush lately. I'm not a fan. I want a lot. Yes. Yeah. And I'm gonna mix in a little bit of Ice Gleam. I really love this. I like it a little bit more towards the back. And it just adds this little like veil of prettiness. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a texture thing for me. Another baby Global Glow. I'm wearing this for years. And then you can also have things like, obviously too, we're makeup lovers, right? So there is going to be stuff that you want to experiment with, but like narrow it down. Narrow it down. You don't have to try everything that comes out all the time. For me, is lip liners. I love lip liners. I will buy lip liners anywhere, anytime. I don't care. But what I do try and reserve it for is when I travel, because then it makes it like a little bit more special, because I can say like, oh, I bought this, you know, when I was in England. Oh, I bought this when I was in Amsterdam. Which are real stories. It creates a better emotion to the product as opposed to like the actual even color itself sometimes. I used to do it with concealer. I was concealer and lip liner, but I'm just like so happy with my concealer that there's like no reason. And then obviously lip liners, an obsession. I had to also buy a new Bright Forecast the other day. I take back what I said. I thought I lost this the other day, bought another one because I never have backups of it. Now I have two. But that's okay because I use that every day. They just last a really long time. This is about to run out too. My Studio Radiance concealer. I think often too about like accessibility of makeup, where like back in the day, even like Uber Eats and stuff like that, like you can get anything you want literally at any time. Before, you know, at 10 p.m. every restaurant, every place was closed. You couldn't order it, you couldn't call it, you just had to deal with it. Now, were you peckish at 3 a.m.? Sure, order something. Oh, are you bored and you want to go online? Online's 24 hours. You could have it delivered same day. Like, I had to buy a new travel light and a new travel makeup case because my other one broke. I ordered it and it was at my door at 4 a.m. I ordered it at like 9 o'clock at night and got it at 4 a.m. So like, that obviously is not normal, and it's why we are in the situations that we are. So it's on you to have the control over yourself and not let all of these other things dictate like how you feel when it comes to buying product. And if you do feel like you're in the overconsumption era, they got you, and it's fine. You can get out of it. But that's also linked to confidence too. More Fix Plus Magic Radiance. Pro Satin Blur in Lavender is my go-to powder. I still really love the pink one, but there's just something about the lavender that I love. I don't want to hear it. I love this powder. This is NC 13. I'm gonna go down, this is like my face shade. I'm gonna also pick up, I couldn't wait for PR, and Lord knows what colors you're gonna get in there. I actually really like it with the 109. Oh, I wanna go down to NC 11.5, I think, for under my eyes. A little contour powder. And then we'll do a lip. Am I doing my brows? Yeah, maybe. I literally only like one brow marker in the entire world, and it's to take the cleanest brush we can find. And I'm gonna take a little bit of Coquette. And just feather this through my brows. Just so there's a little something there. It's gonna make me feel better. Lip, Cool Spice, and Stone, obviously. So make sure that you guys DM me soon to get the link and get the invite for my makeup assembly on April 19th at 8 p.m. Pacific. And we'll go over in detail the 3 makeup myths that will change your concealer application. And if by chance you're seeing this after April 19th, make sure that you join my free school community. It's schoolwithak.com/Miss Megan free school. And then you won't miss out on the next one. Something else that you can have on top of your benchmark brands too, which is your Curiosity brand. So this is an About Face gloss that I was sent, and I have to put it on. When I did it originally, I had too much stuff on my lips when I was trying the other product. And so I need to just put this on now. So you can have things that you're excited to try or curious about trying. And Danessa Meyer's to be one of mine. Oh, it's gold. I wanted it to be silver. Oh, but the formula is so good. This is like a chrome finish. Oh, don't know, it's gonna get so dirty. I'm just gonna color it in with Cool Spice. Thank you guys so much for watching. If anything in this video helped you out, make sure you come join me on April 19th at 8 p.m. Pacific on my free school community platform for 3 makeup myths that is going to change your concealer application. The link to join my free school community platform is in the description box. It's the fastest way you'll join. If not, DM me on Instagram at Miss Megan Robinson. Let me know in the comments if benchmark brands is like an entirely new concept to you, or you're working on them, or you're like solid in the stuff that you love. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a post. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.